Well, let's now turn to the city of Ottawa, where one person is sadly dead, another in hospital after an explosion and fire at a truck manufacturer in the city's south end. Now, there are 5 others who are missing. They are presumed dead as police continue their investigation today. For the latest, let's go right now to the CBC's Crystal Lee Ramlakan. She is in Ottawa near the scene of the explosion itself. Crystal Lee, thank you for being with us today. Talk to us about the latest. What have you heard?
Well, Michael, I just want to tell you here on the scene, there are lots of vehicles here today with investigators, and we have found out the identity of one of the men who has died, 57-year-old Rick Bastien. We spoke with his son, Josh Bastien, who said that his father was a longtime employee at Eastway Tank. He was only 3 years from retirement, and Josh says Rick was always a very hard worker. He worked himself to the bone to support his family. Rick is survived by his son, Josh, a daughter, and his wife. Rick and his wife lived in Lesqueville, Quebec, and Josh says he actually worked with his father Rick a year ago at Eastway Tank, and he knows all of the people who have died or who are missing, who are presumed dead. So he says those people were a new supervisor, a young woman who actually trained underneath his father Rick, another man who had just recently moved here from Africa who was always smiling and happy, and another man who was always telling jokes and was very fun to be around, and also another man from Deep River who liked to go fishing and liked to go off-roading in his Jeep. We have gotten a statement from the president and owner of Eastway's Tank, Neil Green, and he says his heart goes out to all the families and employees who are still reeling from this deep loss. Green says the company will continue to work with investigators to find out what happened. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the company. They make tanker trucks here. And they carry things such as water and diesel and gas, but we do not know how this explosion happened. That's something that investigators are continuing to look at, and it's also something that an expert says that the investigators might have a hard time with just because of the sheer amount of damage that has happened here on the site. And also officials have been looking into the water quality here. Just after this huge fire that happened here, they say the risk is low that there is anything wrong with the water.
Crystal Lee, a very cold day in the nation's capital. Appreciate you filling us in on the story. That is the CBC's Crystal Lee Ramlakan in Ottawa.